we had a big patch update, and I'm going to quickly show you again the steps I take to make sure to protect my game as much as possible. First off, this folder right here, the mods folder, completely drag and drop it to your desktop. Remove it out of this folder entirely and back it up somewhere else on your computer. The saves folder, screenshots and tray folder, go ahead, right click, copy all of these folders to your desktop or somewhere else safe on your computer. The most important folder in all of this, of course, is your saves folder. Make sure you 100% back this up, because if anything was to break, at least if you were to lose the save folder here, you have a backup somewhere else where you can copy and paste your files back in over and over again until you fix whatever the issue is, and you can continue playing on as normal without having the worry of anything being corrupted. Whereas removing this completely from the folder will also make sure to not have any problematic issues when you update the game. I would also recommend turning off automatic updates on the EA app so that you can do these steps the day before or the day of before you update the game to make sure that you are keeping your game as safe as possible. Once you have removed your mods folder and backed it up somewhere else in your PC, you have copied all of these folders. I say the tray folder because if you're not someone who uploads your Sims or lots to the gallery on a regular basis, this is where they are all saved in your library. So that way, if anything was to happen, you won't lose all of these files if you want to keep them safe. Screenshots, if you aren't someone who really takes screenshots or you don't care about it, obviously, don't worry about this folder. But I just recommend it if you have hundreds of photos that you haven't yet had a chance to go through and you just want to kind of keep them safe. I'd recommend that folder. Saves, of course. So once you have gone ahead and moved them and backed those up, you want to go ahead and highlight all of these that I just highlighted. So these are your cache files. They can store data such as mods, and that is actually game breaking because sometimes they will save data from out of date, broken, or removed mods. So I would recommend every single time you start a game, I would do this all of the time. Basically, every time I finish playing, I go ahead, I highlight all of these and I delete them. So that way, when I play the game the next time around, I'm playing with a fresh reset on my cache files. Especially when adding in new mods or CC, it is best to do this so that it doesn't mess up anything at all. So go ahead and delete all of the files that are highlighted. I cannot at this time of recording because, as you can see, the Sims 4 is open in the background, but that is the files I recommend. I did in the past say about the house description -client package, but they've actually changed some files in that now, so I'd recommend leaving that one alone, as well as such things as like account data and game version and events. All of these files, do not delete those. If you accidentally delete them, obviously just go to your recycle bin and restore them back into the folder. So again, make sure that EA has not got automatic updates on, so it gives you time to do these steps. Go ahead and move the mods folder out to your desktop. Copy and paste all of these folders, especially your save files, onto the desktop, and then go ahead and delete all of these. If you have any last exceptions, you can get rid of them as well. You do not need to keep them. And I'd also recommend, once you've backed up your save files, if you have a mod in here that's associated with a couple of adult mods that I will not mention, but also maybe possibly like Wonderful Whims, go ahead and delete those as well, just so there's no record of any mods in this part of the save file. And of course, they are still backed up, so you can add them back in at a later date. Also, once you do add in your mods again, I'd recommend not replacing this one, as a new one will be spawned once you've played the game once. So just use the new file and delete the old one. Other than doing those steps, you can then go ahead and update your game and slowly start adding in your mods slowly but surely, once you know they're either compatible or have been updated. And when you update mods, never replace files, always delete the old files and add in the new files, because sometimes they can merge and corrupt themselves. Also, this time around, the core mods such as Lot 51 and also XML Injector have both been broken. XML Injector has actually been updated. Lot 51 at the time of this recording has not yet been updated. So as of today, I'm just going to be talking you through that and then also showing you a couple of the new features in the game. And I'll be holding off on doing any recording because of the fact that a lot of my mods actually use lot 51's core mod, which is now broken, so that obviously hasn't been fixed, and a lot of the other mods I use have not currently been fixed at the time of recording. So I'm just going to wait patiently while the creators work hard to get those done. So they have actually done an overhaul of the notebook, and I'm actually in love with this. It is so cool. I love the style. I think this looks so nice, like a proper little booklet now, rather than just like a little notepad where you just like put all of the pages over the top. I really love this so much more. Also, you can now just like type in here and add little notes underneath your sim. Also, recommendation, if you want to like go underneath, you just need to hold shift and then press enter and it will go underneath, which I just figured out. Yeah, I am a non-CC clone, so this is Autumn, but it's a different Autumn because I basically saved as my original save file so that I had one without any custom content already installed so that we could do this video. But that's getting off track. So go back to the notebook. We now have an easy access button to the household collectibles and also the sim stats as well. You can see them all here inside of the notebook. Also, if we come over to the right side of the page, they now have nice little icons. So if we go to the cottage living, it will then have everything as normal that we like to know about, of course, what we've learned, and also click on them like this. But this is just so much neater and so much cuter with a little icon. There is also a little back button so that you can come back here. You don't have to close out and then open up the notebook again, which I think is such a nice little touch. And then, of course, again with the horse ranch, same thing. And I love the full page icon. I think it's so cute. And then if we actually go over to household collections, they've actually done an overhaul of this as well. And this is so awesome. So this now has a drop-down tab where you can look at them in alphabetical order or by progress. So I have progress, as you can see at the top here. They now have nice little icons and they're a lot easier to kind of find things. Whereas before you had to like minimize all of the tabs in order to be able to scroll. If not, you'd be scrolling for an eternity. But for example, if we were to go on to feathers here, you can now see that when you are in progress, the little progress bar will go around, which I think is absolutely awesome. And when you click on it, it will bring up this really cool menu where you can hover over and see everything. But also, so for example, with like the gardening one, when there is a lot to scroll through still, there is now a drop down tab with rarity, alphabetical naming, recent ones that you've found, bonus items, as well as missing ones will stay at the top, while at the bottom you'll have the ones you've recently found. And I think this is such a lovely touch. And again, a back button. We love back buttons. But this is just so cool and I cannot wait to see what else they will change. I'm hoping that they'll speak with Thematically to sort out the Simology panel because obviously I've had to remove my mod. But as you can see, look how many tabs we have in here now. It is ridiculous. Whereas with his mod, we literally can have a few things on each page. So I'm hoping that now they've done something similar with this, that they will actually look into that with him as well. And also they've added something else in that is very exciting. I am probably missing some things, but those are the main ones I wanted to kind of bring up in this very quick video. But now if we make a nice little room and we go ahead and put a nice little roof on it as well. Now it's like, I would love to have a greenhouse, but they always have like, I mean, they do have like nice roofs like this, but you always have like the walls on view. But now we have, oh my god, look at this. It is insanely awesome. It looks so weird. Like you just have like the edge of the roof on here and that's like the only shadow. But this is so clear. This is so cool. They all match with the roofs as well. So they will have like really cool patterns on some of them, which I'm not the hugest fan of, but these ones, we're going to use these so much. And you can even just have like full glass wall. That is awesome. I remember seeing, I think it was these ones in the trailer, and I was like, oh, they like look really tall up. Are they like a mirror, but they can't be a mirror? Turns out they were just a full glass wall, which actually that looked a little bit weird there. Is that broken? Oh, I see. Okay, so you can see like this is where the wall. Ah, okay. But then like obviously with the walls down, like half up and half down, it is just gonna be so nice. Like especially this one, just to kind of, wow. I love the shine on the glass as well, just so you can at least tell there is glass there. But this is gonna be so cool. see through your entire house to the other side. Wow, this is gonna be so cool. I'm excited for this. But yeah, I'm with Autumn right now. I'm very sad because a lot of the mods that I use all of the time have broke, but I am going to patiently wait for them to be fixed before I play the game because there is so many mods that I can't play without. And though we are lucky enough to have some like UI cheats, MC Command Center, and Little Miss Sam's mods to already be updated, I just want to hold off and give the chance to the other creators that I use the time to sort them out rather than, you know, play without them, because I'm quite happy to wait. I pay for a couple of them here and there sometimes, but a lot of them are free, so obviously I just gonna wait until they're able to fix them, and then we'll be able to play the game, and the new pack will be out as well, so that's exciting. And of course, we will continue on next week with the Nature's Calling event. So this week, there isn't really going to be a video because I don't want to, again, play without the mods. In between work, I will be updating and sorting them out. And then next week, on my day off, we'll go ahead, we'll play through week 2, and then I'll hopefully be able to do week 3 at the same time. And then we can, of course, enjoy the game with all the mods and CC installed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a lovely rest of your day or good night, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Good. Bye!